Well, there was some chatter around the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's scheme, which was unveiled. Essentially, the scheme intends to provide electricity to all households in the country by March 2019. The government will spend 16,320 crore on the scheme. How is this different from other schemes and other intentions that the government has already placed in public domain? Joining us to speak about that is Power Secretary AK Bhalla, who joins us on the phone line. Mr. Bhalla, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I guess, the first question is, what was the thinking around announcing this scheme right now? For a while now, the government has said that it intends to provide power to all by 2019, and there is a scheme called the Deen Dayal Upadhyay scheme, which was intended to electrify all villages. That's already there. So what was the point of announcing this, sir?
See, we are completing the village electrification by December. So as a next step, you have to go to the household to achieve objective of 24/7. So this is the right time to bring in another scheme so that households also get connected.
So over what period of time will this scheme be implemented? The spend will come in over what period of time?
2 years basically, current year and the next financial year.
Okay, and have you mapped out an implementation plan, sir, as well? That probably will be the tough part.
We have been discussing it already with the state governments, the Discoms. It will be implemented through the Discoms on the same model as village electrification is being implemented, and on the same similar funding pattern also. But it will be a different scheme, and it will cover the rural, urban unelectrified houses also.
Okay, so it will be a scheme which is different from the Deen Dayal Upadhyay scheme. And how much will be spent in the current fiscal?
About, approximately 4,000 crores.
Okay, so there's some concern within the analyst fraternity that distribution companies will not be particularly excited about serving this segment because it's not particularly profitable. Any thoughts there, sir?
See, in any case, distribution companies are looking for additional demand. And definitely, if it is a metered connection, they should be happily looking at it. I don't see any reason that why they should not be enthusiastic about it. And finally, it will be a meter-driven payment, which will be the thing as meter is an essential part of the scheme.
Would they find it easy to serve this segment and also recover dues, sir?
No, it's not like that. Some people were, when the electricity had come to a village, some people were willing, but the procedural issues were there. Sometimes you don't get a meter, then you apply for it, have it tested. All those procedures were there. In this scheme, at least, it's at your doorstep. The agency engaged by Discom will provide everything and provide you connection right in your house, standing there using the mobile system. Your connection will be issued and meter will be installed right there itself. So it's much better in that it is convenient to the consumer. So a villager otherwise would have gone somewhere to look for an office of Discom, which won't be nearby. Buy a meter, have it tested. All those problems are there. So this definitely is looking at quite a conceptually quite a change.
Okay. So there's a subsidy element to the scheme?
I don't know what you call a subsidy element. This is a support, financial support which Government of India is giving for implementation of the scheme. That is a similar pattern what we are giving for Deen Dayal Upadhyay Yojana or IPDS scheme.
But no subsidy at the consumer end is what I meant. No subsidized power.
No. On consumption, there is no subsidy. Let us make it very clear. On consumption of power, there is no subsidy. Whatever the tariff fixed by Discom is recoverable from all consumers. Only we are giving connection free for poorer households and recovering some money for the other households. Above poverty line households.
All right, Mr. Bhalla, thank you so much for joining us.